Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back in for yet another episode here. Uh, Showcasing a little bit of God Wars action. So, currently geared up for some Bandos. And yeah, just smacking some goblins, getting kill count. Pretty convenient to have everything sort of highlighted. So, just click the teal boxed in little goblins and get my kill count. So, yeah, gear currently I have unequipped my Blood Furies. Don't want to really waste charges on that. It's really actually nice, I've found out, because basically you bring a Gommel's Hilt, right, to teleport up here. So the Gommel's Hilt is the rewards from the combat achievements. So it tells me straight to basically God Wars area. And then it's kind of useless because I'm bringing tabs anyway, right? I don't want to, I just want to guarantee teleport out. It just is a very familiar item to have a teleport tab in the bottom left of my inventory. That's what I will always do for God Wars. In the instant something starts happening, something, hits the fan, right, as they say, then I just have that safety net. Just click, 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 click. And I'm pretty good at going between clients at this point and pulling that off. So, yeah, I have no issue doing that. Yeah, so my weapon of choice, though, is going to be Tent Whip, Dragon War Hammers, and my tank is actually using, it's got full Guthans on, but I'm going to be using a Hosta that I recently acquired at Zami, so was not able to find that recording, unfortunately, for the Hosta, as it was off cam effectively. But I did get a Staff of the Dead on one of my previous videos, and basically, yeah, I ended up getting two spears, which worked out. They were very, very late into the kill count there, so I'm using one of them. I'm not going to be using any other spears for any other count, simply because a whip is just better. So yeah, the whip is better. So I will need to pick up a hammer here because I'm missing a Dragon Warhammer on one of the accounts. I only have 3 Dragon Warhammers. I know, like, only 3 Warhammers, right? But yeah, so this account, my tank here does not have a hammer, so I need to pick that hammer up. Just get through the doorway here. It's going to be a pretty busy day, I'm assuming, for Bandos. Hopefully I can find an empty Iron Man world. But yeah, basically just need to have a Zami item in the Blessing and a Bandos item, which I'm bringing a quick little Bandos item swap. So I'm bringing a Bandos plate body. You could just go get a ton of the books from the lighthouse. I should probably do that. Go grab an actually, well, you can only get one at a time, I think. That's the unfortunate part. So unless maybe you buy them for Purdue, but yeah, if you were to get the book, I believe, of War, or it's just called, a damaged book from the Horror from the Deep quest, then you could technically just drop that after you get into the room. Once you get into the room, you don't need to worry about your Bandos and Zami item. That's just for getting kill counts, so you don't get attacked by Zami minions and Bandos minions out here for sure. This entire room is just packed with Bandos followers, so yeah, this will be my first time going into the boss room, so gonna be turning specs on, hammers on. I can't equip my Carol's tops and my fire cape here because that is my Zamorak and Bandos switch to make sure that things don't attack me here right now. So I will need to do that once I enter the room. So I'm going to be switching to, okay, protect range, piety on all of my attackers. So let me just double check all of that. Recently came from Armadillo, so I was using Eagle Eye there. So then this is my tank. This account will go in first, and I will be using Prey Melee instead. So I have a Ring of Suffering on the tank and a Crystal Shield for the most defense possible, primarily looking at range defense armor. So that's why I'm just deciding to camp basically full Guthans, have as high range defense as I can. This account actually is sitting on a nice, wow, 425 range defense. That's pretty insane, right? The Crystal Shield alone is like plus 80. The plate body here, wow, 132 from just the plate body. That's insane. See, like, that's where, you know, if you're wearing a Carol's top switch, even for your tank, yeah, it's going to make you better against the mage attack in here from the mage minion, but that's only one minion. This isn't like Armadillo or Zammy. Armadillo and Zammy, the boss has a mage attack, whereas Bandos' secondary attack is actually just ranged, so prioritizing that. And the Guthan's helmet has the highest defensive stats out of all Bear's helmets, actually. It has a higher range defense than even something like, I believe the Varric's helmet has like 6 less or something. So that's a nice little bonus. And the skirt is actually the worst legs out of all the Barrows brothers, but it's going to save me a switch here. And primarily on my tank here, I'm going to be just focusing on switching to Guthans immediately after each kill because I will be low from tanking the boss's range attacks. And after that, once I tank the boss's range attacks, I'll be fairly low each kill, and I don't want to have to brew my stats away every single kill because I will only have limited super combats to be potion sharing. So I will be potion sharing. I have a ton of spells now unlocked here on my Lunar's account. So if we look at the Lunar's account here, oops, that's this one. I'm going to be venging myself. I'm going to be venging other on my tank. So technically I was able to avenge myself at Armadillo, so I got used to that. But I will be going back to venge other on my tank because if he venges back a Bandos attack, that is a ranged 35, it could potentially vengeance back about 20 something damage, 27 maybe at best, plus like recoil damage. Plus I'll be using thralls. So I actually brought, and this is an addition that I talked about at Zammy, but I brought thralls as well. So I originally was only using 3 thralls at Zammy, but I figured, wait, I'm on Lunars, I can spellbook swap and then use thralls. And because this account is the account that is potion sharing, I have to use the super restore dose on him to be able to share. So I can pick between the other accounts if they're lower prayer, but this account just always gets a dose no matter what. So typically I ended up just having super high prayer like all the time on this account, and I figured why not? It's only 6 prayer and I have enough sustain anyway, so that and then recharging at the altar. So yeah, okay, quick praise are set. I'm going to need to hop to the same world. Let's find a good ping world real quick and see from there. Okay, this account's on this world. No adventures. Okay, so it looks good to me. I'm going to be grouping everybody up here. And I will begin the potion sharing. So I'm going to avenge my tank. Have to start getting used to that. Okay, so here's the 4 accounts. Okay, let's turn specs back on. So do hot worlds. Turns my Dragon Warhammer spec off. Rocking the Blood Fury, so I'm not using my 1 Torture, even though I do have a Torture. It's not really an upgrade because I lose all that passive healing. I want my attackers to be fully topped off throughout the entire fight. I'm using Knights and Not face guards, so I do have actually 4 Basilisk Jaws that I got. I actually got 5. This is an earlier video. I actually went over kind of some crazy luck on that, but yeah, so I do have just 1 Basilisk Jaw for each account. I do have a Serp Helm for each account, so my helmet slot is pretty stacked, but I'm not going to be using that on my tank because that would be a downgrade in defense and an unnecessary gear switch, I guess. So okay, I will be basically going in and be turning my quick praise on well beforehand. Going to be brewing each account, and then I will potion share a restore, and then I will super combat. So the brew just also gives me that 120 defense level. That's pretty nice. So I do have auto retaliate on 3 accounts on. These are all my attackers, and my tank will not, because my tank, I don't want to be pulled out from underneath Bandos when I'm stepping under to avoid hits. So I'll be doing a 2-to-1 ratio, attacking him twice and then stepping under, so it delays his secondary hit, and I can wait for my next hit before I pop back out and attack him. And that way you do a 2-to-1 ratio, which slows his attack speed down quite a bit. But you can't just stay under forever, because if you stay under too long for like a full another hit, then he actually loses aggro and will re-aggro to another account in there very quickly. So I need to make sure that I don't ever lose tank. These fights are going to be a lot more difficult than Zammy, especially if the hammers miss. He's just way more tanky. So going to be relying a lot on thrall damage. Probably going to use spellbook swap first before I go in, and that way I can... Okay, let me actually see if I can switch this. If I switch swap left click to RCS, there we go. So I should just be able to left click this and it'll just switch it to RCS. So, but yeah, going to be relying on thrall damage a lot here to chip away at the boss, because those little 1s, 2s, and 3s will really add up, especially when the boss has really high defense. So, alrighty, so about ready to go here. This world is empty, I believe. Good to go. Going to be... I can't spellbook swap yet. So we're going to go brew on each account. Have the kill count. Okay, every account's brewed. So it's this one is restore. Then I will boost. Then I will swap. Turn on quick praise here. And wish me luck here. Make sure I tank. Okay, everybody has... So now the issue is I have to switch weapons here every time that I use hammers. And he should be going down fairly quickly here. Alright, very nice, very nice. So it looks like basically the minions will always target one account specifically. So on that account I will basically just pray mage. And yeah, so as long as I pray mage, then the rest of the accounts should be fairly safe. Looks like I took very little damage there. I don't know if that will be a recurring thing or not, but that was quite nice. So I will have to find a good spot here to stand. I'm going to start off here. Let's see if this works. But my tank will need to start way out here. So I get hammers on. Hammers on. Okay. Let's actually just resurrect a thrall before that spellbook swap wears off. I can summon thralls pretty early as well, so that should be nice. Definitely landed some hammers there, so I believe that was what definitely helped get that kill down pretty quick. So yeah, I don't know if every kill is going to be that smooth or not. So let's get thralls up early here. Should be good on prayer. Don't want to spec on him, so gotta get my... Okay, and it does just look like it's a pretty standard kill. Alright, just getting shredded there. That's cool. Switch to my Guthans. Probably try to heal up here. If I can land a heal, nice. And just kind of target the minions one by one. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, that was another smooth kill. So, you know, I'll try to loot bones where I can, but, you know, currently I don't really even need any heals. So, I will be using bones to peaches as needed. Looks like there's a snap seed. I guess I'll hang on to that. It's a pretty nice seed. Might as well carry a stack of those. Okay, get all the attackers set here. I can actually use alter. Let's go check that out. Throw on some tunes here. Typically I turn those on. And yeah, get my attackers back into position here. So don't need to share. Do not need to share any super restored yet. So let's get thralls out. All set. Tanks ready. Get my specs on here. Quick praise. And spam click the boss. Okay, still kind of tanking very nicely. I obviously want to step under, but you know, it's a little bit difficult to do all that. Trying to manage so many of these. Looks like I ended up just kind of smacking him with my hammer. You know, if that ends up happening, then so be it. The tent whip is just better DPS afterwards, so yeah. It will be difficult to get the whips back on while paying attention to all of the incoming damage and such, but it does seem like I'm just, you know, a giga tank right now, I guess. I'm not really taking any damage. You know, the Blood Furies are doing work. I have Bones of Peaches, I have Guthans. Not really even using the Guthans yet, so we'll see. But yeah, this tile seems a little bit far, so I'm going to upgrade this tile to one step closer, and I will just continue to do this until I find that perfect little sweet spot where each of my attackers has a very short distance to run effectively. So yeah, I guess I'll just kind of chill. I could eat an angler preemptively here, but I think I'll try to do a super combat share here. Let's actually just share that now on just these accounts. Might as well. Okay, we have to turn quick praise on and be ready here. Okay, and then get my whips back on. Don't even know how many of the accounts hit specs there, but looks like somebody hit some spec. He's just getting shredded, so that's awesome. Okay, and yeah, it's going pretty well here. Tank's not even taking very much damage, so that's good. This account does have Guthans, so might as well just throw it on casually. Try to proc some heals here. I think the Guthans plus the Blood Fury, like, it's very likely that I heal a significant amount there, so. Okay, let's just be looting this frozen key piece, I guess. Store that in the bottom of our inventories. Make sure Defender's on, make sure I swap back out of the Guthans. It's also important. And just stay laser focused here, so. Okay, looks like my tank has the wrong tile. Let's update that. Whoops. Unmark that. So yeah, this singular tile here is kind of where I want to stand. All of my attackers here. I will need to share a. That's kind of annoying. If I forget then to use this public swap, I'm off of it, so I kind of have to wait a little bit there. Oh, I'm so used to avenging myself. That's fine. Just get thralls up now. Pretty much used all of my specs last kill, so get quick praise on. Spam click here. And away we go. I actually kind of want to put that on defensive here. Switch back to some tent whips while we can. Dip under and dodge the boss's attacks while we can. And very nice, very clean. Okay, looks like this guy's getting focused, so I will just switch to Prey Mage as always. I'm a little bit more durable to all these other minions here. And turn off quick praise as fast as I can, basically. Hey, looks like my tank got the kill, so pick up the key piece for him. I will just use an angler to kind of make some space here. A little bit low on space at the moment. I actually have not taken like any damage, so that's kind of crazy. It does look like my Lunar's account here, though, did take a little bit of damage there. Some of these accounts are taking some damage, so I will just get like a full potion share off here. Let's get everybody over here. So bring my tank over because I want to be involved in the super restore, and then move my tank away because I do not want to be a part of the super combat. Perfect. Save some super combat doses there. So let's get some thralls up here. Avenge him. Thrall, 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 thrall. Quick praise, pretty much ready to go. Okay, quick praise on at about 5 seconds is typically good. Okay, it looks like I can probably get a little bit closer too with all my attackers. Okay, there's some big damage from the boss comboing with a minion. Oh yeah, okay, so definitely getting hit there. But okay, it looks like I can proc some nice heals here with the Guthans, so nice. Probably gonna be able to land a quick little heal. Nice. Okay, I mean at least my tank healed, so that's one good thing there. Let's get a potion share off here on super restore, and then I'm actually gonna decant all these together. So I have to pick up what's on the ground here. Don't want to lose these brews. Nice. Okay, everything's pretty much looted. There's some chili potatoes on the ground over there. Let's throw hammers on. Get specs on. Okay, so this is a little bit more intense than Zammy, but definitely not as hard as that Armadillo. Armadillo was like constantly monitoring every single account. I mean, that was a nightmare. I kind of want to just eat this angler. Okay, yeah, pick up a chili potato here. Pick up a chili potato here. Let's venge him, and then let's swap here to spellbook. Nice. Get thralls up. Get quick praise on. Switch back to my inventories. Should be good to go. Those potatoes might despawn, but that's just life. Okay. Gotta be watching my tank here because that ranged attack can be vicious. So I am just hammer bopping on the one guy, but that's just gonna be how it goes sometimes. Okay, so switch to Prey Mage on him. Do have Guthans, so I guess I can switch to some Guthans, try to heal here. My tank typically will go to the Major right away, and that's fine if he just kind of rides it out. Let's see, alter in 1 minute, so I will have to do a significant amount of restoring here. Okay, let's get everybody kind of clumped up here. Pick those up. I did lose some potatoes, but I'm not too worried on the whole food supply issue yet. Okay, definitely losing a lot of prayer there. I'm probably just going to make a restore on him. He was getting quite low. Let's potion share a restore. Let's actually move my tank over here with this guy, and I'm gonna boost a combat, which only uses 1 dose, but it boosts 2 guys. That's the most efficient way to do that. And then, okay, it looks like I'm good. I should be able to last this kill. Let's get Avenge off on my tank and then Spellbook swap. That I need to get used to doing. I have a Hammer Spec on a couple here. So let's get Thralls up. Switch back to inventory. Let's get Quick Praise on. And ready to roll. So yeah, it's just a lot of maintenance here. And I think I can move one more tile closer. Just gonna eat the potato here and get whips on, rather than worry about dodging the attacks from the boss so much. And just click stuff, basically just clicking minions. Okay, try to get some Guthans on here. If I pray mage and switch to Guthans, then I should be able to heal a ton, because these guys kind of just noodle. The ranger and the melee minion really don't hit very high, so if you just pray mage and wear full tank armor, like, you're pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna just angler up and pick up all those potatoes and such. Don't really care about the peach, but may as well juggle it. Able to pick up a couple bones here. Okay, so I am able to hit the altar. That's gonna be big. Altar is going to be a massive way to sustain prayer over the long run, and I kind of do want to stack limps, but I'll wait a little bit. Maybe I'll pick them up. Probably going to have like a limpwort stack, a snapdragon seed stack, snapdragon, you know, the herbs. They drop those noted, and probably cash eventually. So only one hammer here. So let's go venge on him. Spellbook swap, let's get thralls. Okay, ready to quick pray basically. Attacker's health's pretty good. I'm never really worried about their health because they're not even tanking the boss, so as long as I get my tank on the boss, then I'm pretty good to go. Okay, landed a big hammer there. Okay, I need to swap shift click to walk here so I can walk under Gardor. Perfect. And just kind of casually hit the minions. Yeah, I don't even really need the Guthans because, again, Blood Fury is just so overpowered. It really does just do it all for you. Keeps my accounts completely topped off. That's extremely nice, so let's see here. May as well just bone to peach that. So I'm going to want to start dropping a lot of these super stores over to my tank. I do want to mark this tile instead. So the last transition here, I found out that my accounts were running just a little bit too far from the boss. I know this looks super close, but I was watching, and what they do is after I aggro the tank immediately, my accounts, I want them to only run 2 tiles and hit him. So this should work out. Let's get spellbook swap. Let's get thralls up. Could have shared a super restore. Probably could also re-super combat. Need to be putting hammers on as well. Looks like we would have triple hammers, so I'll actually save it on one account here. Might as well juggle that snap seed. Alright, basically have, okay, thralls are up. Quick praise on. Spam click here and I should be good. Back to the tent whip. Does look like I landed a couple hammers. And yeah, tank's doing very well, so as long as my tank just doesn't get hit by like minion chip damage and all that jazz, then I'm kind of good. There's a lot of clutter on the ground. It's kind of annoying and hard to see where like the minions are. I might untag the bones because it's not that important to see the bones anymore. I'm noticing that I don't really have that much need for them. Yeah, this is pretty farm status. So let's see, we're up to 4 kill count, 3 kill count. Tank only has 1 kill. Okay, he's got 2. So that's 9, and then this account has only 1. So 10 KC in. Definitely doing very well. Oh, I need to go juggle all this. This stuff despawns very quickly. Okay, good to go. Get my attackers in place here. Oh, I better come over. I got a share here. Venge other my tank. Get the spellbook swap off. Gotta make sure I do that after I do all the potion sharing. It's gonna get annoying, but it's what you gotta do. Okay, I have a couple hammers here, getting ready to do that. Let's get my tank back into position here. Let's get thralls out. Okay, quick praise on. And just ready for launch here. Spam click here so it gets them immediately. Okay, it looks like I landed a hammer there. Okay, ranged attack from the boss, but my tank armor endures it. Okay, it looks like I got a last hit XP drop on my tank, so I was a little bit expecting the minions to focus him instead there, but it does look like they chose a different account, probably due to PID. Typically, just PID will do that. Okay, all the minions are down. A little bit of a combat pod here. May as well just group up and use that in case any account actually gets like a boost from it. It's just kind of free. Let's see, yeah, these accounts. Oh, it doesn't let you use it on that. That's interesting. Out of all the potions in the game, it won't let you do it. Interesting. Okay, got to juggle. So yeah, this is kind of the method. It's similar to Zammy. It's a lot of juggling. It's a lot of, you know, a little bit of micromanagement with just getting like different accounts, gear swaps and things like that, like for the hammer and whatnot. I gotta make sure I give everybody a restore, avenge my tank, and then I'll actually boost everybody here as well. Let's get my tank into position here. Get some hammers on. Get thralls up. I already did spellbook swap. I typically spellbook swap immediately after the venge, so I gotta think of it as like venge is like the last thing that I do before I prep. Spam click the ground here. And everybody comes in hot. Looks like I landed a couple hammers there, so that's huge. And yeah, he's just dead. Yeah, instantly dead. Cool. Try to attack different minions on my ults here, because then it kind of spreads out the DPS, and then they kind of all collapse at the same time. It's not as much like frantically trying to, you know, attack another minion and whatnot. Like, can get very annoying. So I just super combated, so I would like to just do a restore of this kill. So yeah, I am noticing that I will run out of prayer, that's for sure. I need the boss to drop super restores. Yeah, let's get the venge off. Okay, I'm actually learning. Okay, I can just venge and then deal with like potion sharing and such. It's not a big deal. Let's get all my attackers on this tile. Okay, I already did that. So let's go potion. Okay, we already pot shared. So I can swap here. Let's get thralls out. I know it's super early, but 20 seconds before the spawn, it's actually not that early. Like, the thrall will last for a minute, so that's still gonna be plenty of time to get the kill. May as well eat a potion here. Oh, boss coming up. Gotta get quick praise on. Gotta get some hammers on. Okay, I did get one hammer on. Okay. Does look like I landed it, so I'm not gonna worry about landing any others. Okay, and the boss does some decent walking maneuvers to get out from under me. And yeah, I'm actually just giga tanking all of his attacks, so that's nice. Okay, which account's under attack here? It's gonna be this one. I do have Guthans, so I will just switch here. Okay, this guy has full Guthans, but basically if I attack the minion on all 4 of my counts, then he's just gonna get murdered so fast, and I don't actually really get any use out of my Guthans. That's the issue, but that's a good problem to have, I guess. Just gonna eat an angler here, pick up some of these brews, juggle this stuff. Okay, Stand here on him. Hey, there's some sharks there. Yeah, I'm just gonna be dropping. I'm gonna drop these anglers to my tank. I'll basically just angler up on my tank until I'm out of anglers, because it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not really even taking that much damage, so. Okay, let's pot share that. Let's just spellbook swap here. Okay. I want to pick up these sharks, that's what I want her to do, and we should be good. Already did a lot of the juggling, so let's get hammers on this time. Let's get thralls up first. Thralls are up. Let's get hammers on. I might as well triple hammer because I'm full spec on 2 accounts. And then let's get quick praise on here. Spam click the ground. And in we go. Okay, get the whips back on. Oh, missed the walk under there just by a smidge, but that's okay. Tank is just literally never getting hit by this by the mage or the melee sorry, Bandos' ranged attack. That's kind of crazy. Like, I'm literally just tanking it the entire time with no doubt there. So I actually did that full kill with just my Dragon Warhammer on this guy. So yeah, this is going pretty smoothly, I'm not gonna lie. It's looking like farm status compared to, like, what was it? Armadillo. Armadillo was like literally kind of hell. Okay, let's just drop those anglers again. Juggle some stuff here. Gotta juggle that stuff. I do have altar. Gotta hit that up quick and get that cooldown running. Let's venge him up. Come over here. Let's count. Can just bones. Get my tank in position here. Get my attackers in position. Let's move that away. That's kind of clutter. Okay, let's get thralls out. Already used vengeance, so let's spellbook swap and then thrall this guy. Yeah, I think the 4th thrall too, definitely helping. Not saying it's like 100% necessary, but you know, you may as well. Not really seeing any prayer issues. Okay, spam click the ground and get the hammers out. So big 52. I know when there's a hit that high that it was a hammer hit. And get some red Xing on those anglers. Beautiful. Okay, let's attack this guy. Yeah, just tanks just destroying the mage minion. My attackers pile up on the ranged minion typically right away. Try to get him and the meleeer down. And yeah, pretty smooth kill. Very nice, very nice. So it's actually just angler on my tank. Trying to like get rid of these anglers, to be honest. It's kind of crazy, but not really using supplies, so I will be bringing just a ton of super restores next trip and such. So let's actually group everybody out real quick. We'll go brew on this guy. We'll brew this guy. We'll go share on a restore. I'll run my tank away. And I will share a combat because some of these attackers are not fully topped off. There we go. Let's just go triple hammer. Why not? It's kind of fun. If I land triple hammers, that's pretty huge. Okay, let's venge him. Spellbook swap. Let's get thralls out. Thralls are out. Okay, quick praise on. Boss is up in 2 seconds. Spam click on my tank. And yeah, this is just the method. I'm repeating this stuff out loud because it really helps me talk myself through it. Kind of just, yeah, see that, there we go. So a couple of 30s back to back. That's where it gets a little dicey. I'm not saying that that was like a threatening kill at all, but if hammers miss and the boss takes a while to go down, then, you know, then you can see where it starts to become an issue. So hopefully I proc a heal. Didn't proc a heal, that's fine. Quick praise off. And yeah, just rinse and repeat, honestly. Fairly satisfied with this method, and think I'm going to be able to do this to great success, basically, as time goes on here. Should just roll out the KC pretty nicely, and I don't need to be on task, which is nice. I guess technically for like Zammy and stuff, I don't really need to be on task, but it's just so worth it, and it's the best use of my Slayer points that I've found, since I do have like thousands of points stacked up. You know, I may as well try to use them while I have them. So pick up some bones here. Let's just get an anglerfish off now. So let's go Venge, spellbook swap. Let's get all the thralls out early. Okay, now we're chilling. We just wait to quick prey until about 3 seconds left. Yeah, so hopefully we get like a hilt. That would be cool. Definitely pieces of bandos would be helpful as well. So one of the main reasons I'm here is to get chest plates and tassies, because with those I can use them for raids, and it boosts my DPS across the board in all of these encounters. Okay, I can't really find which account's getting hit right now, but that's okay. Ah, see, he's hiding underneath the thrall, so that's why I'm not able to see that. So I'll just start clicking thralls now. I found out why the other minion is always hiding, it seems. So, all right, let's pick up some bones here. Just bone to peach this guy. Should do it. Let's juggle some brews here. Come stand in place here. Let's pull everyone together here. Okay, still anglered up, so I'm not even gonna super combat yet. Okay, who has spec? These accounts will have spec. Dragon Warhammer. I'm just gonna put that in the top left of my inventory, even though the Guthan set is there, just because it's a little bit nicer. Or rather, maybe I'll do it there. I'll put it at the third below. Okay, we gotta get a lot off here, so we have to potion share, restore, spellbook swap. Let's move my tank into position here. Let's get thralls out. See, if you wait too long and you don't get enough done, then the boss like starts to spawn, and then you have to scramble for quick praise and such. But okay, get everybody in. Big hammers. One of them hit. Okay, and then I need to try to get back to my tank before that second Bandos hit, but that's fine. As long as he just melees me, I take literally 0 damage. So let's get these guys on him. Yeah, that's actually interesting. I think because the thrall is like hidden as well, it's literally like only allowing me to click through the thrall, which doesn't register an attack on the minion. So kind of interesting there. I don't think it's too big of a deal because the thralls kind of eventually move, so we'll just have to see as time plays out here. I do want to get a super combat off on my tank because I am like very low statted, so let's just move away. And yeah, this is one of the big things that I've noticed about Zammy too, is so I have a 1-dose super combat here. I'm going to share this, which is going to give it to my tank as well as myself, right? And it's only going to consume 1, so it's like I used a 1 dose, but I'm getting 1 for free on my ult here. So that's one of the big things that I've realized. It really helps space out your like super combats effectively. Okay, so I kind of need to drop some super restores over to him. Let's make some peaches for the tank, just in case. Get thralls out. I got 10 seconds left. Hammers. This guy is 70. This guy is 70 spec. Cool. Get quick praise on. Okay, ready to spam click. 4 thralls ready to go. And I'm just kind of face tanking the boss here. Might be my tank kill. We'll see. Okay. Just attacking whatever I can. It doesn't really seem like the Guthans is needed. Again, thought it would be harder than Zammy, but it does seem to be like this is actually fairly simple. I have altered next kill, so I might just not even potion share here. We'll see. Yeah, ton of supplies still. Obviously, I haven't really even touched my brews. I brought way too many brews. I thought my tank was going to be going through them a lot, but it looks like I'm just so durable in defense. Obviously, I have pretty stacked gear. Like, wearing a Fury instead of a Torture is a massive difference. Suffering is best in slot. Primordials. I mean, these will even get a small upgrade once I get Guardian Boots. Barrow's Gloves are just way better than Ferocious Gloves because they give you defense. So even though you have that small DPS increase, it typically isn't worth it. Yeah, so it's just triple hammer to make sure this kill goes smooth, because if it doesn't go smooth, then I might actually start running out of prayer. So let's get Thralls up, and then yeah, we'll just alter after this kill. But yeah, we'll see if we get some drops. Hopefully soon. Hey, there we go. So that's crazy. I didn't expect to get anything that quick, but looks like we just landed some Bandos boots. So I know that's not like the item everyone looks for in this type of place, but for me specifically, that's actually a nice little upgrade, because what I have is I have a black Tourmaline core, and I will be able to upgrade this instantly into Guardian Boots. So that's going to be very, very nice. I'm super happy to get that early and just know that, okay, next trip I can just bring that, have no trouble there. So that's awesome. Definitely love the drop there. It's just nice to see anything realistically. But yeah, so let me actually move my tank just about 2 tiles away, because that's still within range here of the potion sharing. So let's get a potion share off, venge him, and then let's run my tank away, and then I'll just boost against both of these accounts. Getting a little close to the timer here, so don't want to get it too low. So yeah, very nice. It's not a BCP, it's no Tassies, it's no Hill. So those are the items we are still looking for, obviously. But yeah, we'll definitely take that little collection log. And actually, we're also looking for a lot of Godsword shards. We're still missing basically all of them. We only got the Godsword shard 2, and I got several dupes of it. Actually, I got 3 total Godsword shard 2s. So yeah, that's it's not ideal. Basically, you know, I should be able to turn up with the other 2 fairly quick. Like, it's not that hard to stumble upon them, because every single minion has a chance to drop them, as well as the boss. So, and that goes for any God Wars place. So, whereas like only some of the hilts are useful. Like Armadyl hilt is not very useful. So, hopefully we end up grabbing that one and can at least make that Godsword whatever we get those drops. So yeah, looking for the hilt, looking for Bandos armor pieces. Those would be some straight upgrades. So have to wait and find out here, I guess. Yo, let's fucking go. We got fucking Tassies. Yo, I'm here with my boy Dave, and we just fucking hit it big. What's up, Dave? Say hello.
Yo, I told you.
I was on the fucking ground. Yo,
I told you, Tassies.
he told me. He called it.
I called it earlier on. We did an update video. We did a grindcast episode, but
yeah.
You go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, dude, that's big. It's huge. Absolutely huge. So yeah, this is my buddy here, Dave. He's shouting me out.
You just record a scene?
Yeah, I basically record like live and stuff, and then
nice. Okay.
pop it up. Yeah.
Hey, you got task sets, man.
Yep. It's huge.
On your first trip. Now you get that BCP.
Yep. 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 So
Hell
back into
yeah,
the
man.
grind. Just
RNG is alive with
holy
us.
moly. Oh yeah. Oops.
If I get a fuck another garage task after this, I'm gonna have to do Boar on stream. Like I'm locked into my goal of 50 mil Slayer right now, but
Yeah.
I still want to. I have the ability and I have the privacy and the internet to stream right now. So like
Yeah. Your stream's huge. Yeah. But yeah.
going live earlier is big. Like that's what sucks about it sucks for the moment, but it won't once I move. But once I go back to my camper, days off, Sundays I can just go live in the morning, take a nap, get back up, go live again. Mondays I can go live in the morning, get
Yeah.
back up, go live. It's like I have that complete privacy that I don't have where I am now. Like I'm at a family's house. When they go in a room or go somewhere, I gotta dip. Like I'm not in the optimal
The gamer.
position right now. I mean, I'm able to game. Don't get me wrong. I'm able to play as much as I want, which is paramount. But like, it's all done on the laptop.
Yeah. So yeah, I should really
Like, I
stream
can't
and
wait to
stuff.
set up
I've
my
been kind
shit.
of wanting to and such, but
What, Twitch stream?
yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing that's stopping you from that is you.
Yeah. 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 Anyway.
Let's go live with that title, rank 2 GHCIM. Boom.
Yeah.
And there, like I guarantee,
People have
I could
told me.
almost
Yep.
pretty much, I could almost tell you that you'd probably get views. You would get viewership. Guarantee you would get viewership. You probably get more views than I do. It's more entertainment.
Yeah.
You should stream, just see what happens. Nothing to lose.
Yeah. We'll have to see.
But I
So yeah, we are going to be closing up our trip here pretty shortly. I've been out of like super combats for quite a while now, so you know it's not going to be too worth it for me to keep staying because Goblin Casey is actually pretty fast. You don't need to worry too much about the time it takes to get back here, so probably we'll just tele out pretty soon here. I do still have some prayer left from super restores and whatnot, but like I said, I'm just gonna probably bank and do another trip potentially because yeah, just not having potions, you can definitely tell the kills are a little bit slower, but all in all, it's not really that big of a deal because I don't see any safety concern really with like the method just because of that. It's just that they take a little bit longer. Like my tank is extremely durable, and basically what happens is I just end up kiting the boss a ton, so I don't really need to worry too much about other stuff. So I'll probably just use this altar effect, and then from there kind of dip. So yeah, let's just stay live here, recording for kind of the rest of this trip. Did just snipe Tassies and got boots at the beginning of the trip, so definitely a huge trip already. So definitely super interested to see if we can maybe get that BCP, get that full Bandos armor up. But even if we don't, I do just have that Bandos item in the form of Tassies. It's going to give that strength bonus, all that good stuff. So yeah, you can tell like how long these kills last. In fact, the thralls end up just doing a large chunk of the damage, to be fair. So it's kind of funny, but yeah, didn't get too much use out of the Guthans. Probably not even bring it on my ults. Similar to Zammy, I just kind of find that it's just not that useful, unfortunately. Maybe I will still bring it on my tank, But again, with just Blood Fury is just so strong. It lasts for so many hits as well. I really just don't have any issues with healing up and such, so yeah, basically just gonna have to see how things roll, and definitely will be bringing probably a little bit more super combat and more prayer. If you can tell, I literally have like full inventories of the brews that I brought still. Didn't even touch most of my healing supplies. This is mostly just a war of attrition with super restores and super combats, so yeah, we'll be doing probably 2 more kills here, so let's see if we can get something. I will be hammer specking these 2 kills. Yeah, if hammers hit, then he goes down pretty quick, but yeah, even if they miss, just because how good thralls are and being consistent, right? Thralls just do natural chip damage and have definitely made this method super chill, and it just brings the boss down super fast. So a couple hammers hit there, so that's good. I even actually just leave like the hammer on some of the alts as well, and just kind of bop it, not by choice, but just because it's difficult to get all that attention focused over to which account needs the weapon swapped. But it's worth it if the hammer hits initially, because then the rest of the accounts just shred. So yeah, probably just gonna send one more trip here because I have a triple round of spec. Super strength there. May as well just throw it out. Boost everyone. Now you do get super strengths here, and you do get combat potions. But I tried using the share potion spell on it. Actually, the game won't let you share pot. So on just a combat potion for some reason. So a little bit of an odd interaction that you wouldn't really expect. Doesn't let you share that like a normal super combat. I guess that potion is just so like old and outdated and doesn't really serve a purpose in the game. So like I guess it's just it's just one of those things where the coding for it is just so outdated that it literally hasn't even been coded in, I guess. But yeah, so let's just get this last kill here. I've been getting pretty good at the whole routine, pop venge, spellbook swap, and I'll bring up all the thralls. That guy, doesn't really matter which thrall you bring up, they all are kind of the same. I do prefer the mage though, if possible. And yeah, just focus on my tank here, get the initial hit off, and after all these specs come in, basically, it looks like I forgot to switch to my hammer, so I whip spec'd him. That's why he didn't move there. I've done that once before. It's actually kind of funny, but it does look like a hammer hit though, so yeah. We did get Tassies. Okay, super restores is the last shot. Got some Tassies, got Bandos boots, so I will be coming back. I will be using Guardian boots on my tank, which should just make my tank a little bit more durable. It's not that critical, and it's not going to be that big of a determinant factor here, but this is definitely something that I will not mind switching over to. So go ahead and pick up these super restores and just get on out of here with some GP. Why not? Get out of here, and the whole gang's out. So yeah, gonna need more super combats, super restores. Basically don't really even need prayer. I could do like a super long trip here if I really wanted. Honestly, I might even just do like medium-sized trips, like bring a bunch of Karambon and anglers and just constantly angler up. Or just bring a ton of super combats and then stay fully potted more often. I think that might be a good idea, because that way I would just keep the kill times like at a maximum there. Just keep the kills rolling out. Did get the Bandos Tassies here, so wondering which account I want to actually use them on. Probably a good idea for my tank. I might not even bring Guthans on him, so yeah, I might just throw that on my tank here. Now I am using a War Blessing here, and a Zami spear. So if I could switch, I guess, see, that doesn't really help me for the Bandos items. So I was thinking I would throw in an account that could potentially use it as a Bandos item. So I guess I'll just leave it on this attacker for now. It does have good range defense, but my tank's pretty durable, so yeah, anyway, good showing here. Let's actually just go in real quick and whip up here. So I'm gonna go with the black Termaline core right here, and let's get out of there. So here we are making the Guardian boots. Yes, let's combine them. There they are. Nice. So there it is. I have Tassie's Guardian boots. Pretty decent items. Let's see what the price is there. 20 mil Tassie's, 10 mil for those. I think they're buffing these as well. They're going to add that recoil effect in an AoE to them, so that's pretty nice. Let's just go ahead and equip that. Let's go ahead and find my tank here. Let's just go ahead and trade these over. Actually, I need to unequip. Yep, that's perfect because this account was the one with the dragon boots. So I will just trade these over, trade him the primordials, and voila, we've swapped out. So now I got the Tassies, the prims on this guy. I have the full tank gear and the guardian boots. Those are massive. I mean, just look at the stats on that. Plus 32 to all defense, 24 ranged, a little bit of negative magic, but that's fine because we are prioritizing, you know, range defense. So plus 24 range defense. Let's see, prims are actually 0 range defense. Wow, that's insane. So yeah, the Bandos hit is gonna hit even less. Same with that ranger minion. So definitely a massive upgrade there. I might still bring the Guthans because I'm kind of wearing it anyways. I guess I could wear the Varric skirt instead and then just, you know, not even bring the spear, but I'll probably just bring this. It's one space literally, and this is the gear I've been rocking. So yeah, anyway, gonna kind of wrap up the Bandos content for now. In this video, I will probably go back. I'm currently sitting on a Zami task as well, so I have a lot of Zami to do and I have a lot of Bandos to do. Because I'm able to just do Bandos endlessly without a task, I think my best bet is to just kind of camp Bandos for a while, see if I can get a couple of hilts, maybe some, you know, some extra armor pieces as well as you know, completing the BCP with the Tassies. So I have that, at least that full set, right, for, you know, raiding and 1 BGS. If I got one of everything, I would probably take a chill pill on it, because I have so much more God Wars to really do. So yeah, other than that, I will then probably move along to like Zami, finish getting hilts. I would like actually multiple hilts from there, but that's obviously extremely rare. So I don't know if I'm going to go for multiple there, but at least one so that I can ZGS spec Commander Zilly for Sarah. That's going to be my method to do Sarah. I'm going to try to ZGS her in place so that my accounts can all just wail on her with Diamond E-Bolts and Thralls and just hope for the best. Sarah's definitely going to be, I think, the hardest boss. Arma was pretty difficult, but it's just mostly because of chip damage. I think Sarah has a pretty decent danger potential there. Like if she ever gets on an account and I can't locate it, can't figure it out, like I will try to split them up in the 4 corners of the room. That's kind of my plan. And just see how that goes from there. Worst case scenario is she kind of catches up to some of my accounts, and then, you know, one of them, and then gets a little chaotic. And when she gets dragged around, you know, all my accounts are gonna kind of clump up, which is definitely no good. So yeah, it's actually gonna be more difficult than I think. We'll just have to go and find out. And I think having a ZGS or 2 to where I can freeze her in place could make it so that I can get, you know, some of her drops. Maybe I just wait on Zilly until I get some better gear, because, you know, I don't really need an SGS. I'm kind of finished with the whole Slayer grind, so yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Right now, the priority is to get full Arma, full Bandos, and maybe even a Zami hilt or 2. Get definitely a BGS would be nice too. So that's kind of the goals for God Wars. I got my key piece, so that's 3 out of the 4 places I have the key piece for. So I definitely should do at least one trip to Sarah, get that frozen key piece, and be able to enter at least the next bank. There is a potential way that you can, like, after having... So if I have kill count from like Armadillo, from finishing an Armadillo trip, and I'm out of supplies, I can teleport out with the altar and go bank at the next bank. I think by getting like Ancient KC or something. Yeah, you might need to get... Actually, you might not need the Ancient KC just to access the bank. And then since I've stayed in the God Wars area, I keep my kill count from the Armadillo room, which is enough to re-enter. So I would just gear up with more supplies and then finish out that Aviancy task or something. I guess that's kind of the plan if I were to use that, you know, method of banking. So may as well bank the frozen key pieces. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna conclude today's video, and thanks for tuning in. If you did like the content and the drops, be sure to drop a subscribe and comment on what you thought was awesome. So yeah, I will be throwing my buddy there, Dave's info in the description for this one. So this will be the Bandos trip. He's definitely given me some shout outs on his stream, so go check him out. He streams live on Twitch. It's definitely motivated me a lot to make videos, and he also makes YouTube videos himself. So he's just a cool content creator, and I definitely hope that some of you who are just watching me find his content as well through me, because I know some of his viewers and followers will definitely find my content through him, through the very generous shout outs. So yeah, shout out to MMOscape. His links will be in the description. And yeah, hope everyone has a good day, and I will see you on the next one.